Take 15. So my parents have finally had with me. They finally kicked me, their little millennial freeloader, out of the house. Don't worry about me too much, though. I've got money set aside. I'm still going to need a job, though. And a car. And a house. I'm going to need everything, basically. But we should start with a job. Well, I've already got some job offers, but they're kind of different. It could be an editor. That's a salary job for $37,500 a year. There's an e-learning designer position with a grand total hourly pay of $26.50. That'll be a 40-hour week, I'm sure 52 weeks a year. And the last one is a sales representative that pays 5% commission. Let's see. Well, I googled it, and it looks like the average they sell is apparently $100,000 a month. I think I'm going to take the designer position. Hourly rate seems small, but when you do the math, it's $55,120, which is more than the salary job that offers only $37,500 a year. And with me, I don't really trust myself with commission jobs. Now I have the job. It's going pretty well. But I need a way to use the money I'm getting. I'm not exactly drowning in cash, but it's still good to build a credit score. For that, I'll need a credit card. After some digging, the best APR I found on a card belonged to American Express with an APR of 12.99. This will leave me with a daily periodic rate of 0.03559. At the moment, I seem to have a $10K balance on the card. Whoops. Well, using the DPR I found earlier, the interest rate that would collect after 30 days would total to $106.77 on top of the $10K I already spent. Well, just gonna have to pay American Express off later. Well, over time at least. So after, let's see, my parents kicking me out, my friends kicking me out, my grandparents kicking me out, the local orphanage kicking me out, and even the soup kitchen kicking me out, I'm gonna need a house. The average home cost in my area is $351,000. Planning on paying my mortgage off over a course of 30 years to give myself time to really get on my feet. The mortgage is 6% and upkeep is an additional 2% of the home's value. It's not the best house, so I'm planning on buying a better house later, which means I'm going to have to make sure that this is a really good investment. The annual rate for growth for home value in my area is 3.95%. By the time I pay off my 30-year mortgage, I would have paid a total of $660,388.12. Sadly, my home would only end up being $635,787.91. With these hours in mind, it's probably best that I just keep my mediocre house, since I would only be losing money. I mean, the house isn't that bad. It's got walls and a roof, and the family of rats have recognized me as their god. Now, when I paid for this house, I didn't exactly have enough money yet, so I needed to get a loan. I figured I'm going to need at least $300,000 with an interest rate of about 5% over the course of 5 years, and with a monthly payment of $1,216. I was smart enough to throw that into a graph to really help me visualize what was going on. Luckily and unluckily, my principal interest stayed about the same the whole time. Now that I've got some loans, bought a house and a car, I'm going to need to find a place to get my money. I could throw it into a savings account. That'll earn me some compound interest, and I can totally take it out in case I need it. Or there's a certificate of deposit with a more simple interest. Here's what I'm thinking. I could throw it into a CD and have it grow in a linear pattern, or I can throw my money into a savings account and have it pay off exponentially. Much more than I would earn with a CD. That way, later in life, if I really need the money, I always have it there. It doesn't just have to be a savings account, though. I can invest in a lot of things, like stocks, or even buying things like homes or cars and wait for their value to go up. There's a lot of ways to make money work for you, at least when it comes to investing. If it's something like savings account, though, I'd have to pay attention to the rate of growth to get a visualization on the exponential growth of my original deposit.